Well, the Tarkov situation continues to change. And we got even more feedback. This is feedback round 3 from Battle State Games and Nikita over on Reddit. And this comes not long after we had finished recording and editing and getting our most recent video up. So we'll do an additional update. And I will say up front that this is the most positive thing that we've had so far from Nikita and from Battle State Games. So quickly run through this. They talk about current situation. First of all, they want to say sorry to the fans and the community in general. Fortunately, they did not foresee the fact of such a reaction. That's a little interesting to me, but I'll take it at face value, or probably less so. But an apology is an apology. I am very sorry to the fans and the game community. Okay, I'll summarize the main points. PvE access, they've decided to open it up for EOD owners for free. They're going to do it in waves, just like Arena. In the last video that I posted, I talked about this being the main issue. This is why they didn't give it to us. In large part, I think there is a piece of it that's a cash grab. I would be silly not to think that. But I think a large part is they couldn't afford, with so many EOD owners, they couldn't afford to give it. There's not enough infrastructure and support to do it. So just like Arena, we're going to get it in waves. Seems reasonable. We got it. We got what I think most folks wanted here, which is we got this. As they said before, we don't have the server capacity right now. We'll start to process this as soon as possible. We also decided that we'll add mod support for PvE mode after release of the game. This is directly related to SPT, single player Tarkov, and how successful it is and how fun it is. And all of the mod support for it has made it absolutely awesome from everything I've seen and from lots of folks that have given feedback on it. So this is good. Honestly, this is really good. They should do it right now because this could be great. This would make this mode so fun. And the fact that now, again, EOD owners are going to get it. Cool. Unheard edition. They're not going to remove it. I don't think they should have. So I can stick with them on this. We have the option for those who want to support the game more. We'll balance the items, perks in this edition, as well as provide more rewards for those who upgraded with the old price. I'm okay with this, right? If you spent the money, you're now not going to essentially be kicked in the nuts for doing so. I could get behind this. I'm all right with this statement here. Balancing seems like it's definitely needed, but again, some of the things we really don't know. So new EOD perks will be balanced too. They're going to remove prioritized matching options to keep everyone in the same spot. I actually think this is a W. I don't think you should be able to pay for this. I think we should all be able to get into games equally. I could see people having a difference of opinion on this, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everyone's differences of opinion as long as it's done constructively. But I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of that. They're going to add more unique stuff to highlight EOD version in general. Again, if they want to do that to say thank you, I'm fine. The name, the dog tag, the whatever, just to be kind of like, you know, the original supporters of the game at this version, I'm good with. I think that's a smart idea. I could get behind that. That's cool. They're going to provide the list of new EOD perks ASAP. Cool. I hope it's, again, most of what everyone is asking for is cosmetic related things, right? If you want to give us the pockets or whatever, or do the quest line, cool. I'm happy with that. Things, the ability to earn stuff in the game through making it through difficult tasks and playing the game, I'm fine with. They're going to continue to work on patches, new content, events, and the game release itself, no matter what. Thank you for your time, love and hate. Thank you for increased attention to the current situation. I got to give props where props are due. Nikita coming out, saying sorry is big. Doing the PvE piece is big. That is what they should have done from the get-go. Most of this stuff here, there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I think this handles quite a bit of it, and I like that they're opening up the idea for mod support for the PvE mode to make that fun. This is good. This is a good update. This is, you know, here's my rub with this. I'm happy with it. I am happy the community voice is being heard. Why not take 24 hours, 36 hours, and have this be the first thing. Contact some of the content creators, contact some of the voices in the community, get with your emissary team. You could have come to this point a day ago, made this same statement, and I think people would have generally been pretty happy. Right? And again, if you want to expand on the fact that you don't have server capacity for PvE access, and it was going to take time to do that, I think you could say that. You are going to get it. It's just not going to be right away. We can offer access for those that want to upgrade. That would have been reasonable, I think, right? Again, there still needs to be an option for folks that are at different editions. I believe that. It needs to come. I hope this doesn't circumvent the most recent post, which our other video covered, which did talk about adding it. There being a reduction in price for those with EOD if you want to purchase it. Again, and the option to add it on for anybody else. If you want to buy the base game and get PvE mode and it's only an extra 15 or 20 bucks, whatever it is, that is a good way forward. New players to the game, if you can't support it on the base price of the game, but it can be relatively cheap, that would be something that I would strongly support to tell everybody, get the game, get the base version of the game. I would say now wait until release 100% after all of this. But if the game ends up performing well and they fix some more of the issues, and it ends up being the Tarkov that we know and enjoy as much as possible, and you have the option for PvE mode, that would be a great way to go about it. And then as you get more comfortable in the game and you find out that you really enjoy it, because this game isn't for everybody, that then you can have some additional customization in terms of maybe you can buy the Gamma container separately or a different container, and maybe you can buy, again, the cosmetic related things. All of that stuff would be totally fine and a good way for the game to continue to get money. I've seen people talk about a season pass or a battle pass. I'm not as big of a fan of that for Tarkov, because I do think weapons and gear, it especially dependent on the time frame of the wipes and those things, can feel a little weird. But again, cosmetics and some of the other add-ons that they've had up to this point are totally fine. Are totally fine. I've seen a lot about weapon customization for spray paints and different things. Like, cool. Like, do that. I think that would be really smart and would be a good way for them to monetize the game here in the future. So, big update to this whole situation. We got an apology. EOD owners get PvE access. We got some additional things that I think are going to be helpful, and we're going to get some balancing, which is all good. Patches, new content, game release. I really do hope it's on its way. I really do hope. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for all the support in the most recent videos. I feel much better about continuing some Tarkov content after something like this, although I still have reservations and gonna keep a close eye on things, but I do enjoy the game. The new most recent patch, I've said this a few times, is really fun. I mean, it's good. I like the late spring. Some of the other things around, I haven't really seen much from a pen perspective, but the other adjustments have been pretty good. So game's in a pretty good spot right now, outside of a lot of this drama and this craziness. But we'll go from there, and we'll be sure to see you in the next one. Peace.